Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led onto the field by the former third-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback, Nick Foles.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 82 yards.
Well, we know they clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. You usually get a great product out on the field, and when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll drop the throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
And got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, got the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. This is first and goal from about the 8. And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Time to look at the defensive starters for the New York Giants. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time.
Reed, Nicky. Oh, yeah, that guy went with him. So that guy went with the tight end. Wow. This guy went with the tight end with the Shalon Ertz. Bracketed him. Good read.
Guys are sharp. Guys are focused. Everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. A look now at the defensive starters for Philadelphia. They played really well in the win last week over the Redskins.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Good job,
and this
Darby.
Is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They'd love to hold on to that, but first things first, they want to clinch that division.
Well, let's go back to the conversation we had with the coaching staff, and you asked that very question about how important is it really? You got a good team. Can't you win from any spot in the play? They all looked at us like we were crazy, right? You can do it from a lower seed, but no one really wants to try it. Higher seed, much better for them. They want to clinch this division.
Definitely don't want to slip to 5 or 6 and go on the road in that first playoff game. And he works free. And he'll take this one for about 4 to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big break. Don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Ball start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. So possession one ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone's talking about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break the initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Well, sometimes a tough game to figure out. One play he looks so good, and then the next play so bad, going backwards.
Yeah, in a span of 2 plays, you go from hero to GOAT, right, to use one of the cliches. But I think what often happens is you have a big run, and sometimes you try to do too much with your next one.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. Contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Good job, guys.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the 1st quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. This is caught. Touchdown. Philip Dorsett.
Good job.
2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Good job, baby, on the bomb.
2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more
speed.
people in his general area wherever he lines up.
It's 96 speed. You saw the safety. You went to max protect. Good job. You saw the safety come up. Max protect. Give you the time. Oh, yeah, that's just mano a mano, baby. Oh, way to pick the right guy, too. Oh, that's 96 speed, baby. He just outran that guy. Did he try to? Oh, he did. He tried to put his arm out. He tried to put his arm out, but he was already gone, dog. He was already gone. He was already gone, Jink. He's already gone, Jink.
To at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Elliott on for the extra point.
Hey, guy, that's huge.
And it's now 14.
That's a 10-point swing.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 1 quarter down here on a frigid December night.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down.
Good job, buddy. Come up, guys.
Quickly here, and that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. So it's a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
3-19.
They're going to look to throw. To the side.
Short.
Wow, what a catch.
He's short.
There. He doesn't get a lot, but he was
okay.
able to get the feet down complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier.
Oh, he missed it.
And he missed it.
Wow.
It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Foles. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll go with the ground attack here.
You know,
and this one goes
the sad thing, man, is that, you know, this guy, I mean, you know, he starts losing, and then he don't want to talk to nobody. I just don't get it, man. I mean, I don't get it. How can you get that mad about a video game, man? I mean, that you don't want to talk to nobody. I don't get it. Like, it's all fun and games, man, when, you know, he's heckling us, you know, man, but he starts losing and he gets heckled, he want to hang up on you. I mean, yeah, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. That's a first down. That's a first down. Don't y'all cheat me. Good job.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Oh, man, this dude quit, man. Not you, fool.
Ball up to the 35.
The other guy who, I mean, this guy done quit about 3 times already. I didn't say you, fool.
And they'll go on the ground. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Foles. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
So did he put himself in vacation mode?
That route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Foles.
Oh, you got to hold on to that, Ertz.
Incomplete.
Damn.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
This guy.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Oh, this guy
New York
here,
set
man.
to take
Damn.
the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shot
Good job, guys.
Taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity.
Why did he quit this time?
Right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example.
Damn, I mean, it's a video game, man. Shit, you lose, you lose. Damn. Oh, this fucking guy got broken ribs, too. So we done lost 2 guys to fucking broken ribs. Are you fucking kidding me?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Fucking kidding me. Broken ribs.
Here we go now.
2 starters. Are you kidding me?
They'll set up to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The handoff to Barkley. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
Yeah, I mean, the settings get changed here. All that dude is going to make him win less games.
Again here to go on offense.
He got to play under the same
Two
conditions.
first half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more
Call
yardage
that a
after the
crosser, I
catch,
believe.
but still an effective gain
Oh, no.
nonetheless.
Well, let's look just to see. I think he was down the field more than 4 yards. Let's take a look at it, guys. Oh, man. Let's take a look at it, guys. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Dallas Goedert is right. So the ball is on the 17. So he's got to be catching at least at the 21. And yep, he's at the 22, 23. He catches this ball at the 20, almost a 24-yard line. So not a crosser. Good job, good job, good job, good job.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Good job, Nick.
Get this one across the 35.
Good job, Nick.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run, it's Clement. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This is Clement. Fancy footwork at midfield. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. Call it a pickup of 7. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now back to throw.
Oh, God damn, are you serious? You
Intercepted.
know what?
Picked off at the 21. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now, as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Good job. Way to get it back. Way to get it back. Way to get it back.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
Way to get it back.
His guys a shot for late points as they will take over.
Way to get it back, Jordan Hicks.
Field goal or maybe more.
Way to get it back, Jordan Hicks.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go.
Guys.
We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're
Get
watching
points
the NFL,
back out of that.
and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where 5 quarters couldn't decide a winner. This one ends in a tie. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 28-13, the final score. And one more to highlight. A good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
It's Barkley on the counter, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. His throw is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Good job, Darby.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Giants on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Back to throw here. Over the middle to Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
The Giants on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Set. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And his kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run with Clement. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Well, they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90.
They'll look to throw. Nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Bam, Jink.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9.
He's going to get it running right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking.
All right.
Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And they'll run it here. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett.
Oh! Damn.
Innocently to the ground, and
damn, he had that guy beat again. Oh, he had him beat again.
University of Miami ready to hit the league.
Bomb.
All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete.
Damn.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the carry, here's Clement. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable.
Good job.
A lot easier to pick them up.
Good job, Stevie. I saw you in there. I saw you in there, Stevie.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running.
Good job.
And he'll be brought
Good job,
down
Rook.
at
Take it to the 4th.
48-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Take it to the 4th,
I guess
guys.
I'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Foles. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking.
Good job.
At the same time,
Way to throw it low and inside, Nick.
Leave too much time on the clock.
Way to throw it low and inside.
There are 20 yards. Foles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Now Foles.
Good job.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Job. Good job. See those two, hey, look, they just sitting inside waiting. Look, sitting inside waiting. Okay, so you just, hey, look, wait till he clears. Wait till he clears. Look at that. Good job. Wait till he clears and then put some mustard on it.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Back to throw now on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all, and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And they'll go on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Foles. And able to find Dorsett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Foles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
Damn, stay in bounds.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Oh, it's a face mask. Oh, no, they're going to
be taken down with a marker on the field.
Call.
So let's see about the call.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for nothing on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll run it here. And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily.
Oh, yes! Go, 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 get up, go, 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 go! He's cheating, Rats. Good. Good job, Collins. Good job. That'll put it away.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
Cheat, Rats.
Emphasis. Interception, return.
Good job, rookie. That's my Collins. Collins.
Closed.
We traded away that other guy, and we gave you the starting job only because we had you. We drafted you. Way to. Oh, that's a big time to get your first interception. Good job, Brook.
Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead down at 3 touchdowns at 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone.
Good job, rookie.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
He ain't had him.
4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later. But I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll drop the throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And it's a fumble. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And in the
Hey, man, what do you want, man?
The running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an
Oh,
offensive
well,
line to get in sync.
It's the same old thing, man. You know, he gets mad because he ain't.
Different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Well.
So we got a challenge. Our referee's going to.
Yeah, but it's the same old thing, man. I mean, you know, we heckle one another. That's what we do. So, you know, he gets mad because I'm heckling him, and then like he leaves the chat the night before, and then yesterday or whatever it was, he blocked me from chatting. You know what I mean? I said, man, whatever, man. Damn. I mean, because you know how he gets. You know, he gets mad. You know, and I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. I mean, he's always been that way.
Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be.
Yeah, man. I mean, damn.
Another wayward.
I just don't understand it, man. God, it's a video game. Damn. I mean.
Is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He'll drop to throw.
He didn't. But my question is, quitting is one thing. But you mad? You don't even want to talk to nobody. So he makes it personal. I don't get it.
To Barkley on the check down. So a good spin move there before he's taken down.
Shit, I got guys hurt just like he got them hurt.
And that'll make this a second down. They'll look to throw here.
Hey, man, he'll be back next season.
It's complete. No gain that time on the completion.
Hey, guy, it ain't well. Shit. Hey, look, that's about 6 months, man.
They'll set up a throw. And some strong running.
Yeah, but he'll be back. He'll be back when it counts. Shit.
It's a first down from the 32 now.
Hey, well, shit, the way that guy's throwing to the other team, shit, do you really need him?
He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man, and it's complete.
Well, that's your own fault. Oh shit, nah, bitch. Nah, bitch, I ain't making no deals, man. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, hey. Okay, listen. Hold on. Listen. I'ma listen to you, but I'm telling you now, I ain't making no deals.
They move,
shit.
And they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open.
Bitch, you must be out here. Fuck you. Oh. Hey, guy. Hey, no, because first of all, we can't do that till next year, and you might win 14 games. Fuck you.
With 13 seconds left to play.
There's no way you can do it because the trading thing is closed. No, you cannot. No, you can't.
Open space inside the 10.
No, you can't, dog. No, you can't, man. Hey, and plus, the way that the mood that guy's in, that guy might want to fine us $10 each.
Back to throw again.
Guy. Oh, you mean during the draft?
What's the old adage? Be quick.
Wait a minute, hold on. So you want to give me? So you want my pick?
That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Another shot from the 9 on.
Shit, I don't know that, man. My guys are fucking beat up.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So
I don't know, man. We'll think about it, dog. We'll think about it.
Touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't
Coach
consider
Gill.
big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course,
Get
in
out
the
of this
fantasy
shit.